What if one tiny detail in a celebrity campaign could tell fans more than an entire promotional photo shoot? That is exactly what happened with Shen's latest OPPO campaign, where fans quickly noticed something that seemed easy to overlook at first glance. While the campaign is clearly designed to showcase OPPO's latest technology and Shen's bright, youthful image, one particular detail has become the center of attention online. Shen has already become familiar with major brand campaigns, but this latest appearance immediately stood out because of how naturally she fits into OPPO's visual identity. From the styling to the photography and the overall atmosphere, everything appears carefully coordinated. Yet, instead of focusing only on the phone itself or Shen's glamorous appearance, fans began paying close attention to one small element that appeared within the campaign. And once fans noticed it, they could not stop talking about it. Shen has always had a distinctive ability to make commercial appearances feel personal rather than overly staged. Her expressions are often playful, warm, and approachable, which makes her particularly effective in campaigns aimed at younger audiences. In this OPPO campaign, that same quality seems to be on full display. The campaign presents Shen in a polished, but relatively natural way. Rather than making her look distant or excessively formal, the visual direction appears to emphasize her youthful personality. The result is an advertisement that feels more like a lifestyle moment than a traditional product promotion. But then comes the detail fans couldn't ignore. Many viewers focused on the way the phone was positioned and presented alongside Shen. Instead of simply holding the device like a conventional advertisement model, the campaign appears to give unusual attention to how naturally the product fits into her everyday image. That subtle choice made fans wonder whether OPPO was intentionally highlighting not only the technology, but also Shen's personal style and public persona. For longtime followers, this matters because Shen's appeal has never depended entirely on elaborate styling. A large part of her popularity comes from the feeling that she can look effortlessly charming even in simple situations. When a major technology brand builds a campaign around that quality, it creates a very different impression from a standard celebrity endorsement. Fans quickly began examining the campaign photos and promotional clips, looking at everything from her expression and outfit to the positioning of the phone and the small visual details surrounding her. Some fans described the campaign as especially Shen because the atmosphere appears playful, fresh, and cheerful rather than overly luxurious. Others were impressed by how well her image works with OPPO's branding. And that may actually be the bigger story. A successful celebrity campaign is not simply about placing a famous face beside a product. Brands want audiences to associate the personality of the celebrity with the identity of the product. Shen's image has long been connected with youthfulness, natural charm, humor, and relatability. Those characteristics can work extremely well for a smartphone campaign, because phones are no longer presented simply as pieces of technology. They are often marketed as part of people's everyday lifestyles. That is why the small detail caught attention. It was not necessarily something dramatic or shocking. Instead, it was the kind of subtle creative decision that made viewers stop scrolling and look again. Shen's expressions also deserve attention. In several campaign visuals, she appears confident without losing the relaxed charm that fans recognize. Her ability to switch between a cute expression and a more sophisticated look gives the campaign several different moods, while still keeping her recognizable. That balance is important for a brand like OPPO, which has consistently positioned its smartphones around design, photography, lifestyle, and youthful creativity. The campaign also demonstrates how much Shen's commercial presence has evolved. Earlier in her career, many of her appearances were strongly connected to her acting projects and television roles. Today, she has developed an image that can stand independently in fashion, advertising, entertainment, and brand collaborations. That broader appeal is something fans have clearly noticed. Another interesting aspect is the amount of attention being given to the campaign despite it being, on the surface, a straightforward commercial collaboration. When fans begin discussing a small styling choice, a product placement, or a particular expression, it shows how closely audiences follow Shen Yu's appearances. Her fans do not simply watch the main promotional video and move on. They pause screenshots, compare different photographs, notice changes in styling, and discuss details that casual viewers might completely miss. That level of attention can be extremely valuable for a brand. Instead of the advertisement disappearing into the endless stream of celebrity promotions online, fans turn it into a conversation. Every small detail becomes something worth discussing, and the campaign gains an additional layer of visibility through fan reactions. For Shen Yu, this is another example of why her presence in commercial campaigns continues to attract attention. She does not need an extravagant concept to create buzz. Sometimes, a simple expression, a carefully chosen outfit, or one tiny detail in the way a product is presented can be enough to get fans talking. And perhaps that is exactly why this OPPO campaign feels so effective. It does not appear to be trying too hard. The technology is there. The polished photography is there. The celebrity endorsement is there. But Shen Yu's natural personality remains at the center of the campaign, allowing the promotional material to feel lighter and more engaging. Of course, fans will continue to debate exactly what the mysterious detail means. Some may see it as nothing more than a clever advertising decision, while others may believe it reflects a deeper creative strategy from the brand. Either way, the reaction proves one thing: Shen Yu's fans are watching closely. A campaign can last only a few seconds on a viewer's screen, but a detail that sparks curiosity can keep people discussing it long after the advertisement ends. That is the power of a well-executed celebrity campaign. And for Shen Yu, it is another reminder that even her smallest commercial moments can become major talking points. So, if you have already seen Shen Yu's new OPPO campaign, take another look. Pay attention to the details, the styling, the way she interacts with the phone, and especially the element that fans have been highlighting. Because sometimes, the smallest detail is exactly what makes a campaign impossible to ignore. And if you're a Shen Yu fan who loves keeping up with her latest campaigns, appearances, projects, and behind-the-scenes moments, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next update. This latest OPPO appearance may look simple at first, but clearly, fans have found plenty to talk about.